drive through the west side. We're party to party, it's late, but we're wide awake. The bass in my body, I'm sinking, it's so wild. And time is so real, now I'm floating in outer space. Rolling up, we bring in the light. It might just render you blind. We're working hard every day. Don't need your help, I can pay your stressing. That's not allowed. There's nothing holding us down. You see my hips and they sway. Now see me walking away to the dance floor. Oh, it's a sauna here if you wanna. Standing in the light. It's 2 a.m. and we made it. Everybody faded. Now I'm floating away, far and away. You know it feels right. You try to stall and delay, but I wanna play. We're hiding away in the back on the new high. I'll give you a taste if you're good, but you gotta wait.
Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Mark,
And I'm Michael.
and welcome to Luxurious Lounge. I know you guys miss us so much. We're back with another episode for you. Just as a reminder, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and also make sure you message us while we're on our video here. We will always respond back to you as soon as we can. So,
And one more thing, bro. Also, make sure you share. Also, you should share the content. So, share is the most freest way you can indirectly donate to our show.
yeah, energetically donate back to us. We love to hear from you. So, yeah. So, Mikey, before we begin, how have you been this week?
I'm good. I just got back from Wicked Woods. It was a really great.
Yeah, how was it? So keep if I never heard of Wicked Woods, can you explain to me what it's all about?
Well, I like it. It's kind of like it reminds me a little bit like a younger Shambhala. What's really cool about it? It's more of a it's more. I think it's more doing so with I guess the dancing aspect and like the performance aspect more than anything. Yeah.
Nice. So that's what it sounds like. So would you say this is a more relaxing festival than the bigger festivals you've gone to?
I'll say it's a lot more relaxed. It's not. It's like a fraction of the size of any other festival. It's not. It's definitely not as big as Shambhala. It's very probably like maybe I'm gonna say maybe about probably like maybe 30,000, 5,000 people maybe.
Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay.
I'm guessing.
Cool.
Yeah.
So So if you guys don't know, we've been doing festivals all season long. So this is the one that actually that Mike and Brent got to go to, which is my members of our I'm part of the three.
Third member of Luxury. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the two members, they got a chance to just go and relax and just go to the festival, so which is good. I'm glad they got a chance.
Not work.
Yeah. So okay. So without further ado, since it's kind of late, but we want to make sure we get your stories that we want to get to you. So I guess I'll start off first with the first story.
I was gonna start first. You okay?
Do you want to?
If you don't mind. If you don't mind.
Go ahead, bro.
Sorry, I mean, we cut you off. We have such fun. So we'll start first with one of the kind of sadder cases today. So unfortunately, Italian designer. I'm just gonna pull it up for you guys so you can see. I'll share my screen so you can see. Give me a second. Hold on. Yes. So Italian fashion designer Giorgio Armani dies at age 91. So the designer is credited for over his decade of practice with curating a quintessential Italian aesthetic in his clothes, as well as the Hollywood's red carpet and taking the red carpet to new heights, right? Mark, what do you? I'll start first. I think we would like fashion a lot. It's one of the things we really like a lot. I think I usually have some pieces from Armani. I think in my closet and stuff. So I really think for especially in the 90s, he's really popular.
Yeah, bro, let me stop you for a moment. I just want to go over just the impact he has on fashion in general. Just in general with fashion, if you guys didn't know. Of course, like you say, Mike said, he's an Italian designer. he spanned decades and decades of flair of designer with business acumen and directed a company that generated the sum of $2.3 billion, 2.7 annual turnover. So that's, if you don't know, in fashion, that's one of the biggest
Yeah.
accolades you can have in fashion. He's dressed all many Hollywood stars, and he's has done countless models model
Yeah.
for him.
He worked with so many good cars, just Louis Vuitton, Gucci. He's worked with so many other designers as well. Yeah, and like his intelligence, he's done so much for raising so much money for many companies. And that's made he at Bloomberg, I say about 8 to 10 billion euros of money towards these companies and stuff. Businesses. It's been crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, for sure. Like he definitely will be missed for sure in the fashion industry. I would say, like, as far as like clothing is concerned, there's a couple people, fashion designers, I say that do well in men's fashion. Since we're luxurious, we're going to talk about it. So I would say our top ones would be like Tom Ford, Armani would be one. Like, who else would you say would be in that group?
So what else will be in that group? Yeah, there's like I said before, Gucci and all those other houses will be like I said before, we're in that group. I think, yeah, remember at that time it's very controversial to be a designer because there's only one way models look for a long time, right? So I think being able to, I think he was moving with the times and like to move and to find different types of models and body sizes and stuff. That was kind of a that they had to really like get past their old mindset of how fashion looks in the eye of certain people, right?
Yeah, so like I said, he will definitely be missed. And like, if you want, put some A's in the chat for Armani, just represent and just give respect to Armani. So yeah, so that like great. That's a unfortunately sad story to start off with, but unfortunately the deaths don't stop here. There's another death that happens.
Wait, we'll take a quick break. We'll take a quick break. Okay, go ahead. Hello, we're back.
Hi, we're back. Hi guys.
Yeah. No, you're not.
So yeah, what we were saying in general is that there was a
There's another death. You say there's another death that happened.
there's another death that happened in the gay pop world. If you're not familiar with Rolling Ray, I'll just bring up some information here about Rolling Ray really quickly here. So Rolling Ray, he's a beloved social media trailblazer. He's known for saying "purr," and also from being on Zeus Network, Bobby, I Love You, Purr, which is his show. He actually passing away. There's no records of his death, but he was a disabled person. So he's well known for being very hilarious, being very funny, and very social media character. He will definitely be well missed in the media community. Mike, what do you have to say about this person passing away?
I mean, this person was, comedic genius. Like I feel like some people naturally have comedy, and I think if you've ever watched, I think it was the love of was Bobby.
Bobby, I Love You, Purr. Bobby, I Love You, Purr.
Bobby is so funny.
I Love You, Purr.
I Love You, Purr. It's funny because literally he would just touring people. He roll around and because he's in wheelchair, people would not really want to meet him or joke with him. But I feel like he's able to joke people and cut them down to size with the way you talk to someone. He's able to take it as well. But I feel like no one did because they felt kind of bad for him, which I think as a comedian, you get past that. Like if you're on a show and someone's funny for you, you do to. But I think I think deep down in his heart, he's a really sweet person. I think the persona of him being like that, which is the persona, I think deep down he's actually a really nice person and actually try to do his best. It's sad that he passed away. I think it's sad, but it happens. It's going to happen a lot the way things are, the way the different things are happening. It happens.
Yeah, I think it's really sad, but I think he definitely left his mark on also on social media and also on just in general. Like you hear a lot of people saying "per" and being like and saying Judge Toller, like just the way he would speak.
Mhm.
It was a very it was a very unique, but also very he knew how to stamp his mark. Not just that, also he had to trademark himself by these little characteristics. So yeah, he'll be
Mhm.
missed for sure. So, Mike, what's your next story? Remind me.
Yeah, so this one's kind of crazy. So I'm gonna start this off with a bit of a a bit of a story. So give me a second. Okay. So
Sure.
imagine if you were going to the gym, or you're going to your hot yoga, or going to whatever it is, like your, I don't know, your exercise, your hit class, or your bar class, whatever. You just you take a sip out of your water bottle, and explodes, and you lose an eye, or you lose sight to see, or you lose your teeth. This is what people have been facing recently. So basically, Walmart has been recalling 850,000 water bottles due to due to explosion and vision loss from the ejecting eyelids. So the recall water bottles are the Ozark Trail 64 ounce steel stained insulated water bottles, which have been
Oh
sold
God.
at chain stores across the country since 2017. So, according to the notice published by the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission on Thursday, these products pose serious impact and laceration hazards. There's so many cases of this. If you look online, people with their eye missing, or eye completely like gone, they can't see or swollen,
My
or
God.
they lose lost teeth. And they say because of the pressure of the bottles, and because of, like, for example, if you put any ferment in the bottle, like milk or something like that, it causes the bottles to explode and to violently, you know, combust and cause issues. So if you have those water bottles, make sure you check with your dealers. If you got for Walmart, send back to Walmart. Where you got it for, make sure they're Ozark bottles. So I mean, what I would do if I had an Ozark bottle, I would just send it back in general, just to make sure that you're safe and you're okay. So what do you do with that, Mark?
I think that's completely insane. In general, like I think where were the testers with this before it even came out?
I have no idea.
Like how do you like? I'm pretty sure is it because of the heat that causes it to explode?
Or the fermentation, like, it causes pressure.
Yeah,
It's
the
like
ferment,
it's
the
like
heat. It's heat.
what was the Mark campaign? Ozark, we're the bomb.
It was close. Hilarious. No, but yeah, like Mike said, I would probably for sure make sure to return that back as soon as possible. Don't drink out of it if you have those, and let your family, let people know, because that's
Yeah,
scary.
and don't be who you hate. That's just. I'm
Yeah.
not giving ideas.
Yeah,
I'm not
no,
giving.
no. Yeah. Okay,
Don't do that.
okay, so I'll do my next story. So this will be quick. So with this one, it's about Amazon. So if you guys don't know, Amazon's going the way of Netflix, where they're saying you can't share addresses anymore to get free shipping. So if you have Prime, which a lot of us do have Prime, that in the States, if you actually ship things out to basically get something shipped to you, it's typically free because you pay a yearly subscription for it. How what people were doing were they were actually putting other people's names and addresses on it so they get their shipping for free. So now they've actually
Oh yeah.
figured that out. So and it says in this news article I read here from Los Angeles Times that companies tend to do this when like cut passwords, maybe trying to save or cut spending and save money. So Mike, what do you think about this?
Well, I think there's always loopholes, and people are always going to take advantage of loopholes. I think, I mean, companies have been getting away with loopholes for years, making money. I don't see a problem why consumers can't, but I do understand, like, their bottom lines are bottom line. They protect their bottom line. So I
Yeah.
mean, what you can do, you'll see prices go up. You'll see service get really bad in general because of the economy right now. That's just what's going to happen.
Like honestly, let's be real. For example, my sister and I share. People don't know this, but I actually share my Netflix account with my sister. But I pay for her account and for my account, which I don't mind doing.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like we don't. I understand people want to save money, and I get if that option is able to do it. But I'm like also you have to understand. Don't complain when you're cheating the system. You're kind of cheating. You're still cheating the system and getting money. So like honestly, they're gonna catch up eventually to it. So it's like you should just accept it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like I said, it's never the best thing we have to pay for something, but just is how that life is in general. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So, Mike, what's your next story?
Okay. Yeah, but that kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. But I guess it's going to keep happening because of the way economy is. Services
Yeah.
can get bad. Just in general. Okay, so I have a really good one. So let me ask you guys, what is like the biggest thing, the biggest like mystery, one of the biggest mysteries ever in life in terms of geography? Mark, just in general, I'm just saying you guess because we haven't talked about this, we haven't discussed this at all. So, what is one of the biggest mysteries when it comes to weird voids and weird spaces in the world? What is the most weirdest place that people always talk about?
Black hole,
You're close. You're close, Mark. Think about it.
galaxies, universe.
No. Think about something more water. Think water.
Oh,
Think water.
Mariana's Trench.
No. Not the air trench. What else? Come on, Mark. You get there. You get there.
Is it water? Is it water based?
Yeah. It's a mystery. The mystery that no one's.
Oh, Atlantis. So you're
No,
Atlantis.
Mark. No, Mark.
Oh. The pyramids. The pyramids.
No. What set was this?
Illuminati.
No, Mark. No. What shape is it? What shape? We're going
Oh,
nowhere.
the pyramid. Yeah, a triangle. France. Oh, yeah.
No,
The triangle.
I'm joking. What shape is it? What shape?
A
What general shape
triangle,
is it? What triangle? What triangle? What
Oh, the
triangle?
Bermuda Triangle. Bermuda Triangle.
Thank you.
You're saying
Wait,
travel
hit that bell button. Hit that bell button.
in
Mark,
terms of travel.
Mark, hit that bell button because you failed. Yeah, because you failed. Bermuda Triangle, right?
Yeah,
So
travel in terms of travel. Yeah.
right. Well, I said
Travel.
water. More water. I could give more clear than water and travel.
Travel. You say
Water
travel.
and travel.
Immediately.
Okay. Wait. So back to what I was saying. So scientists have believed they solved the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. Do you know that?
Yes, I did know this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you didn't know, basically, I believe it started in let me get my notes so I can say it correctly. The mystery happened in the 1900s. It's because of one of the ships that actually I'll find the name of the ship that actually was find the name of the ship. Give me 1 second. That ship was it was, I think over 300 people died on the ship. On the ship. Let's find it really quick. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I find it. Let's see. We died on the ship. So it was they were down the ship, and it was called the USS Cyclops, with the E on the end of it. So basically, yes, so here's what died. The top is the USS Cyclops, SC, I guess. So they were down on it. They could figure out what happened. So basically, what they figure out what it is. What's causing the issue, which is causing the ships to vanish. Basically, they say that there's something called rogue waves. So rogue waves basically are these gigantic waves because of the pressure and moisture in different areas.
Yep.
They all of them meet in this
converge in one area.
Yep. One area. So that they say that there's high as like skyscrapers, high as like they're really high waves. Right. Basically, what it does is it sucks in these ships and flips them upside down and it snaps them in half. So they are falling bottom of the water.
I heard that it's because of the way the waves converge and the pressure of where it that's what causes the Bermuda Triangle.
So we figured out the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. I think that is amazing. I think we'd ever figure that out.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. That's pretty. I think it's pretty amazing. Like, but I think the further along we get in science, the more we learn more about things we know. Right.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed, bro. Yay.
Yeah. So I have my next one. So my next one is I don't know if you guys know this about JFK. So with RFK. So RFK basically Robert F. Kennedy pretty much stated that in the last press conference that he wants to limit the amount of vaccines we have available for public consumer use. It's been a big hot button topic because they're trying to find a new. I think people are because so many people have cycled out of the health and human services area in Trump's administration that people are trying to look for different solutions and ways of handling health. Mike, what do you think about this particular?
I mean, if you guys are following along, I actually watched this before our show. I mean, they're letting him have it. Like they're giving him the business. If you guys watch soap operas or whatever, like you can in your subscriptions just watch the U.S. government because it's on popping. Like they're going in on him. Like they're giving him like business, asking him, how he's fired so many different committees and so many different people who have been qualified for years to run these departments, and putting people who are theorists or people who have ideas of what they think how the health system should go. and it's just been like Elizabeth Warren is one person's been on his neck. She's been on his neck, and like
Mhm.
he also had Bernie Sanders, and else have been like saying, hey, you said this, you're doing also what you said. You ran on this promise, like you said you were going to do this, and you're doing the opposite. So he's kind of, to be honest, he's following the Trump playbook a little bit. Like honestly, if you're going to say you're going to do something, just do what you're going to say.
I
Do
agree.
what you say you're going to do.
I
Like
mean,
be a person.
it's better than having your doors rotate more than a carousel.
I mean, pretty much your job. That's on his
And my
job,
brand.
pretty much. So it's like imagine going to your job, and I sit there, you're like, who are you? Who are you? Who's this?
Imagine your job. You say, look to your left, look to the
Like
right.
you're right.
Some of
Everybody's
you guys
here,
won't be here tomorrow.
and by somebody, we all of you. Exactly. It's like that. It's that bad.
Is that bad? Yeah. So we I think this administration definitely needs change. I really hope that there is some sort of solace and people can actually get up and actually try to actually help the next election if possible, or this one too as well. Jump in and
Mhm.
definitely protest if you can, but if you can't, make sure you jump into the next political campaigns and also the next election to make sure that, for number one, if you're in California, make sure you vote for Prop 50. Make sure that you actually vote so that basically that the electoral colleges won't be changed. That's really important. And the other thing is also make sure you write your congressman or congresswoman if you have a problem with something. It's really important that you get involved in politics.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. Yeah, absolutely right. Make sure you or you write your congressman if you're in the U.S. In Canada, you can write your local official to make sure really be mindful and understand what the laws are, what you're able, you can and can't do. Because the last thing you want is for them to come retaliate against you. So just know what's safe, what's good, how to communicate properly, and who you need to communicate to. Right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. I think we're on me next again. So yeah, this is a good one. So imagine so we live on the East Coast, right? Which like for us, we're right on the coast. So what's one thing that we love doing more than anything, Mark? One of do anything by the water, do what? And that's right, swim, right?
Mhm.
So imagine your dismay. You take your whole family, you got grandma, nana, everybody, grandpa, you got sandwiches, and they were all on the beach. And I tell y'all, I'm sorry, but you can't get on the beach. Why? Because it's fecal matter.
Fecal matter. I've heard.
The
Yes.
fecal matter on the beach. So let's go right into this story. I'm gonna share the screen with you guys so you guys can see this. Give me 1 second. So fecal matter on the beach. Here we go. Wrong way.
This is horrible.
Okay. So basically, all pretty much all the East Coast beaches are contaminated with fecal matter, from Maine to Florida. So that means in between Maine, Florida, that's Virginia, South Carolina, Florida, I mean everything. So basically, what they said was going on is because of the high tides of water, is it causing the sewage to back up into the ocean. So now you have this pool of, you know, number two and number one on the water. So yeah, so they're trying to. I'm not sure how they're gonna fix it. Besides, like, still deal with the piping and stuff, but I don't know how long that'll take. So just to be safe, you can get really, really sick if you're swimming in that kind of water. You can get a lot of different diseases. You can look it up. I can give you a whole
Mhm.
plethora of things you can get. E. coli and there's so many things you can get. So just make sure you one, don't swim in the water. Definitely don't drink the water. Definitely.
No,
Just make sure that you just, I would just, a pool, city pool would be nice or something like that. Do that for the summer, in
yeah.
the summer. I think. What do you think, bro?
I just think, like, honestly, so to add more to your story too, that's a combination of people, of course, sewage going into the ocean.
Yeah.
The other part of it is cruise ships dumping
Jumping poop.
dumping in the ocean, and other different type of unfortunately pollutants that people put into the water. So I would say, in general, it's been a long time coming. If you ever go to overseas anywhere else in the other countries, they don't
People poop in the water.
they don't
They
even
drink water.
you either drink water or you can't even swim in the water. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to get to that point here, unfortunately, because people
Especially in India. I'm not kind of like trying to, but it's in India. They do a lot. They'll poop and pee right in the water, and it's like we got to keep our oceans a lot better and keep our keeping a little bit cleaner. I think it's kind of, we got to make sure we just to make sure you go to the bathroom, step outside of the water,
yeah
go to the bathroom.
and honestly, because
Or cruise ships. Come on now, you think they have something by now? They have, like, can contain it in something so they can go somewhere safe to. I don't know how they even do that.
honestly, I just
like,
can't
they
imagine.
turn ice and it breaks or something.
Yeah, I think they have our own, they have our own containment unit, and if it breaks, then it leaks, or some ships will just dump it, which we shouldn't do. It's not, but can you imagine you going to telling your family, oh yeah, let's go on this nice trip and let's go on a beach vacation, and you say, and you see your child, oh, I'm sorry, I can't go, we can't go, honey, because there's feces in the water.
Yeah, Mark. So I think you should do one more. I should do one more story. You do one more story and we'll end it.
I can't. Let's do the last story.
Yeah, let's do
Cardi B. Let's do Cardi B winning her case.
Okay.
So Cardi B actually won her case. If you ever heard,
Cardi, we love you. We love you.
This is a monumental case for her because this person was actually suing her. Suing her because in general. One second here. Get my AI going here. Basically, over $24 million, but because the security guard claimed that she scratched her face, basically Cardi B was actually going into she's pregnant at the time. She's going to get a checkup, and security actually blocked her from coming in and wanted to get photos with her. She actually emphatically told her no, and then the person basically berated her and tried to kind of get into a physical altercation with her. Cardi B backed away from it. What ended up happening was there's a receptionist actually that worked at the place, got in between the two ladies, and the security guard got in a fight with her and scratched her face. So and then basically what happened was the security guard tried to turn around and then in turn sue Cardi for damages. So Mike, what did you have you seen the case? And first want to ask you, what did you think about all the funny memes and
I think it's
the case? The second thing is, what do you think about the case in general?
I think it's hilarious, but I think Cardi, she's really good under pressure. I think she does really well under like scrutiny and pressure. I've seen her like she rides that line of like just barely not getting in trouble, which is good. I do think for sure she had the right to she's correct in this case. There's nothing wrong. She didn't do anything wrong. So yeah, I also appreciate her looks. Every time you look at her, she's phenomenal with bust down or short hair or whatever. She's really good. Yeah, I like Cardi a lot. The reason why I like her a lot, and someone was like, "Well, she's ratchet or whatever." I'm like, I mean, like honestly, we all come from some place, right? And also, I think also that I feel like personally that like she's very honest. She's herself in front. I like other artists. I feel like you see it side of them. But I feel like if you were them in person, you wouldn't get the same person. And Cardi, I feel like the way she is there is how she is absolutely everywhere. And that people like that, I absolutely love and adore. And I think Mark's the same way.
I agree. I think she's down to earth. I believe that she basically, even though I think a lot of times people may look down on her because of where she comes from, but honestly, she's genuine and authentic for sure. So I think to me, like you can't really fault someone for being who they are. It's totally who they are. So I love that. I agree. The wigs were wigging at her judgment. She was doing the best. I heard she's even using those clips of her trial for her album. I heard.
That's amazing.
So honestly, she's always thinking a step ahead. But I think also she's also very. You're right. I think there's a thing where she's very cognizant and very smart when it comes to like riding that line of being funny and also being very informative. I think it's hilarious. Like for example, when they asked like, okay, well, so the lady asked, okay, so in general, did you call the lady big? She no. Well, how do you know the lady's big? Well,
exactly.
I mean, it was she's security heavy. I mean,
that's so funny.
Yeah,
hilarious. I mean, give it to Cardi.
Yeah, we have much props for Cardi.
But okay, but let's do this last story together because I actually think it's important we do this last story about Marjorie Taylor Greene. You brought this one up. So I'm going to kind of introduce the story and we both can talk about it. That's okay. Okay, so basically, this is what Marjorie Greene promises to read every damn name of Epstein client as Trump decrees Democratic hoax video. So so basically, if you haven't noticed, if you don't know anything, you fell on a rock. The Epstein files are a big, huge thing that everyone wants to come out. So which is uniting different parties across the aisle, which is a really good thing. I think what you want to go further with the story. I'll let you go further.
Sure. So in general, what happened is basically there's a petition to kind of keep the files covered, where basically out of pure defiance of her own, like you said, her own denial of her own party, she's actually stepping out to actually support the victims. Now, typically, I can say Marjorie Taylor Greene, if you don't know, she's the bad butch built body,
Big body queen, yes,
blonde built butch body lady. Yeah. So she's the one that you know that we were all heard about. However, she to me, this is actually a step in
wait. How know she's bad built body?
I mean,
okay, continue.
Yeah. But Jasmine Crocker, we love you. But no, so but in general, like this is actually a step in the right direction. I think anyone can be redeemed, honestly. Like if
they're redeemable, yes.
Yeah, I understand, like everyone has their own political beliefs and systems, but honestly, for people to like neglect children and to be
like there has to be a line drawn for sure.
And I feel like that's not good.
To me,
I think it's important.
These kids, these were like young kids, young people who were forced by celebrities and royalty and stuff to do things they weren't, you know, they're disgusting, that have traumatized them their whole life. And now to tell them that their story isn't valid, or their what they went through isn't valid, it's very reckless, and it's very insensitive. I feel like everyone needs to know who these people are, and it needs to come out. So no matter what you think across the board, it's like everyone needs to know who these people are and who did this to them, because we need to make sure that we stop supporting them, that we ban them, that they get proper judgment against them, and they get proper, you know, sentencing for this. I think it's ridiculous that we let things slide because people are celebrities, because they're politicians, because they're, you know, royalty. They get away with things. Like, no, you're just like us. If you do a crime, if you do things that are not okay, you need to be punished. Just
I 100% agree. I 1,000% agree. I think, no amount of money can cover up or buy people's silence. I think when it comes to someone being exploited or, you know, essayed or anything.
But I do think this is our grandma used to tell us, which I think is stick with me for us all forever, is that you know, what's done in the dark will come out in the light, no matter what. So I feel like this is a prime example of how they keep trying to push it down, it's getting worse and worse, right? So they're actually gonna vote on releasing the files. All they need is 2 more Republicans to agree to release those files. But regardless if it's released or not, the victims said they're going to compile their own list. Is it outside that, and they're going to post who these people are, so that way you'll, no matter what, everyone will know what it is. So I'm just worried. I'm just fearful about their safety in their lives, because I don't want it to happen to them. And there's always been some weird malarkey, weird stuff's been going on with like people passing away and dying mysteriously because of this case, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, so definitely keep your thoughts and prayers for them and intentions. And also, like I said, you know, just remember, even if it's not just this case in general, any victim that goes through something, the best thing you can do is just listen, hear them out. It's the most important thing.
Yeah, so let's talk about our last big one. We talk about one of our favorite games is coming out. So we're going to go right into our media thing.
Media and games. Yeah.
Let's go. So one thing that we really, really love is coming out. I'm going to show you guys right now. Let's see this one. Yes. Let's see. Let's find it. Is Borderlands. Yay. It's one of our favorite games. Mark actually introduced me to this game. So Borderlands is a really good game. It's done in a kind of a comic and art, and kind of a very like a loose kind of way, which is really cool. Really fun game. A lot of customization, a lot of crafting and creating things of your own. A lot of missionary work. So I hope we can get some of our friends to come play with us. We too would come play with us so we can play.
Yes. So if you guys don't know, it's a shoot 'em up game where it's definitely it's an open world game where you get to play, do different missions. This one's a bit different. Mikey sent me a really cool video about what's making this one different from the newer ones, where you're able to actually instead of actually trying to pull, for example, there are certain catch a ride, so you have to do back and to travel. Now you don't have that anymore. You can just
you don't go right there immediately.
Go right where you need to go. There's a bit more open source options.
There's more control with things.
More control. So and also the cool thing too is if you're used to playing with their with the guns in the game, the guns actually have a option now where you can actually add attachments from other companies. Cross company compatibility. So you know there's to be different There's used to be a gun where you can actually throw it and it explodes. For example,
Yeah,
there's an accessory.
bounces or whatever.
So now you
Bounce.
can combine the two. Other
My
ones
God.
actually can shoot high power and actually explodes. It's pretty cool. You can do that. So we're excited to be able to get ready to play this one.
Yeah, it's so cool. So another game that I'm sure everyone else is coming out right now too is Silent Hill FX is coming out too.
Oh yeah, Silent Hill, the new game Silent Hill's coming out.
I'm gonna find a quick picture of it real quick.
Sure.
Cool.
We're excited for this one too. Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited for this.
So you guys don't know, we're big horror genre people. Love it very much. We played all the Resident Evil and Silent Hills. So this one's gonna be coming out soon.
I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna share this. Hold on 1 second. Can I share this screen?
Get the clip up for us real quick.
Hold on. Why you talk to the people? So
sure. So in general, with Silent Hill, if you don't know, it's more of a first person game where you're actually walking through a lot of different areas. For example, then they actually just did a remake recently of Silent Hill. Was it 2 or 3? No, 2. So it's really good. But they have
I'll play the clip I'm gonna play the clip for Silent Hill so you guys can see.
Small little clip for you.
Yep.
It's just a dream.
They're calling me. I gotta go. Don't want to be late for the first day of school.
No, I worry.
Sorry, guys.
That's the movie, but it's okay. But in general, if you know that's kind of similar to the Silent Hill games, this is the game here.
Can you see my screen?
シュウ君、嘘ついてるよね。
There you go. Sorry, buddy. Sorry.
And this
騙
has
せてる
more
と思う？
Japanese feel, so
ひなこを。
way more scary.
ひなこはね、死んだんだよ。
Look how beautiful that is. So beautiful. Alright.
ひなこはお友達といつまでも一緒にいたい。お友達は永遠じゃないのよ。彼らだっていつか必ずあなたを裏切る。あなたが裏切り者と呼ばれたように。ひなこ？あ、ごめん。何？天秤にかける価値があるかどうか、しっかりと判断しなさい。ひなこ、いつまでここにいる気なの？
Alright, we'll leave it right there.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll leave it right there. But yeah, that looks amazing. We'll give you more updates as soon as you play the game when it's available.
Yeah, so just to let you know, I feel like just to let you know, this is a precursor. If we don't take care of the beaches on the East Coast, it's not gonna be the US. It's gonna be the US. So we clean that equal matter up.
You don't want triangle pyramid head coming after you.
No,
Not on the beach.
But that's it for our show today. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the content. Remember, we appreciate you guys so much. Remember, if you leave a comment, we will make sure that we respond back to you. But thank you so much for hanging out.
And one more thing before you go, I will be performing at Zhuge, and it's actually a restaurant it's a bar in San Francisco on October 4th. I'll have more information, more details next time we do the video. But so you know, just check out our social media. If you're in San Francisco, please come and support. Again, it's October 4th at Zhuge Bar. It's ZHUZH, and it's actually going to be at 10 to 12, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. So
2 hours. Good job, bro. So again, we love you all so much. Take care of yourselves. Till next time, be healthy.